Guys, hello. I wanted to talk a little bit about saving, freezing fruit, specifically fruit, but also this is my same setup I use for vegetables, etc. I have a pretty big freezer we got a few years ago. We grow a couple pigs a year, and we grow about 50 chickens. Slaughter the chickens ourselves and put them in freezer camp. The pigs we have slaughtered. But I need a big freezer because of that, so I'm blessed to have this huge, huge freezer. So I just did a video on the different fruits I have and how everything's coming up ripe at the same time. So that also means that I'm freezing fruit at the same time, to all different kinds of fruits. So in this tray I've got blueberries. Here I have some peaches with some marionberries. And I have more peaches over here. I'll be picking marionberries later today. But I already have several bags of marionberries in just the traditional Ziploc bag. And these are berries I'm going to be using pretty quickly. But I wanted to show you how I freeze and then how I process berries. And maybe this will be helpful for you. So let's get started. So after I pick my fruit, what I do is I bring it into my garage area, and here I have a little workstation, as you just saw part of, and I pour the berries onto a cookie sheet. There's a regular metal, very used metal cooking sheet, and I put down either a siltpat or some kind of non-stick paper. You could use wax paper or parchment paper, and you can reuse that piece over and over and over again if you're just using it for fruit. So I pour the fruit in here, and then I put it in the freezer, and I let it freeze hard, rock hard. But as you can see, because it's really only in one layer, every berry is a berry unto itself. So they're not sticking together in big clumps like you get when you go to the grocery store and buy some berries that have been partially thawed and then refrozen, or all the way thawed and refrozen. So this makes it really easy to start. So then you can take your Ziploc-y kind of bag and fill it and put it in your freezer directly and try to get all the air out. But for berries that I'm going to keep a long time, I like to use one of these FoodSaver type machines. FoodSaver is a brand that I've used for a long time. I don't know if one brand is any better than the other. This is just a company that I know, and I've had really good luck with them, and their warranty and return policies are pretty liberal, so I like that. So I'm going to put some berries in Ziploc, or food save them in there. And I got all these bags quite a long time ago on Amazon, and so they're not the actual brand that this company recommends, because of course they recommend their own bag. But I've been using these, like I said, for years, and they're really good bags. So I'm going to now put some blueberries in here, and then we'll close them up together. So hold on, let's see it. All right, so I've got all my berries in this pretty large bag. I'm going to just kind of flatten it out a little bit so there's not a big, a big bunch in the bottom and then none in the top. Another benefit of having all the berries frozen, if you've used one of these, you've experienced this, especially with meat, is that as the suction works, sometimes it can draw the juices out and into the container as well, and we don't want that. So we'll just let this do its thing. See, it goes through the lights on the progress, and then when it's done, it releases automatically, opens up. Ta-da! So now I won't get freezer burn on my berries, and they'll be beautiful for years to come, and I'm not kidding. These are strong bags. As long as they keep that nice seal, those berries will be fresh. Even if the seal breaks, I can still use it for things like compote or cooking. I could use it for cooking rather than fresh eating, but like it is now, I could just defrost them and eat them. Or eat them really cold is a good fresh fruit snack in the heat. So let's do another berry and see what that looks like. Forgot one important thing. Always label your stuff. Just because you think you'll remember what it is doesn't mean that you will. I'm going to put July 2019 because that's when these were picked, which was yesterday. The end of July. Alright, so now I'm going to put them in the freezer and get out something else. How about some beautiful peaches? Let's see how many peaches we can get in this bag. I'm going to guess this is 5 to 7 pounds of peaches right now, so let's see how many we get in. So these have a little more water in them. They're sticking a little bit more. When I pull them off, not a big deal, but you'll also notice that I keep the skins on. You'll see in my drying video that I do that when I dry as well. For frozen peaches, the reason is simple. It's when they thaw, that skin is just going to fall right off. So I don't have to worry about trying to fight with it while it's in its very ripe, very juicy state. As you know, the more you fight with a ripe peach, the more peach juice and more damage. See, there's a little damage right there. It's going to happen when you try to finagle the skin off. And you don't want to lose that. You want to keep that beautiful juice inside your fruit when you use it. Alright, I'm almost full here, but let me top it off the bag. Alright, easy. It's finished, and another beautiful bag of fruit. So anyway, that's how I freeze and put up fruit. So give it a try. Do this yourself. You can do this, again, with anything you freeze. Put it on a single layer on a cookie sheet, get it nice and hard, put it in a bag, put it in your freezer. Presto, you're done. Thanks for watching.